Right, Relentless Evil, level 23. Oh man, this is going to be a tough ride, for sure. But I got a good feeling, for some reason. Is that a good sign or not? Can't tell. This is not very good, because the Mancubus corpse got in the way, but it's not too bad. Well, chainsaw, it's not so useless after all. Oh yeah, here we go again. It's the weird vanilla bug, which prevents you from switching to your fist. Not that I would really need it right now, but it's kind of weird. But yeah, this map was made in 2008, and initially this was supposed to be a standalone map, but it got to be... what? It got to be map 23. This is not going well, is it? Really? Right? Yeah, that's better. You guys need to die now. Let's use the switch. And then there's the, Mega Armor and a BFG. So, that floor looks a little bit funny because of missing textures. But... yeah, gotta love that. Just gotta love that Vanilla Doom sound code problems. I just cannot play without them. And that's why I chose PR Boom. You just have to appreciate small things like that. But yeah, let's get into it. Yeah, that went well. At least for now. Perfect. Yeah, that cost me some shells, but it's okay. So far, it's good. Because there's this one thing that I have to do, called Archwild Jump, to get the yellow key. It's not a requirement to complete the level, but it is required to... so you can get 100% kills. But more about that later on. Yeah, you probably can figure out what this means. Plenty of ammo and nothing around. Well, that usually means bad. At least, if you've played any Doom WODs. Yeah, sure, I had to take that pack back just at that moment when he was shooting at me, but it's okay. Yeah, you can probably hear that. I'll spare that secondary pack for later. But right now, let's kill that Baron. And let's not get hit anymore. Use the switch, turn around us, and take your plasma gun. Don't wait. Perfect. And then there's the first sequence. And now... let's just watch. I just hate it when Revenants do that, because they're like the only monsters in the game that can cross, these stairs like so effortlessly. kill counters going up. It's definitely good. I really wish some chain gunner would annihilate these revenants, because they seem to be unchallenged as of now. Oh yeah, at least that chain gunner, he apparently tried to kill the helmet on the left side. Alright, I need to be more careful now. Because there are lots of hit scanners, zombies and everything. I wouldn't be worried about my chain gun ammo, because there is a point coming up where I can fill up pretty quickly. Okay, that was not good. Alright. Let's make sure that at least one of these sides is accessible. So I'll just SSG that Mancubus. And now I need to make sure that, yeah. I think we're safe. We're good now. I thought I saw a Spectre in there. Wow, this went actually quite nicely, particularly in the ammo department, because usually I'm, like, forced to use some cells around here, but, shells, of course. I mean, both. Shells and cells. But this time it went really nicely. And in order to get out, let's use the switch. It's a timed door. And now we're back here. And with the red key, we must go in here. It looks pretty, but it can be deceiving. And that was a good shot. Now let's make sure that he doesn't spawn too many lost souls. Now these cacodemons must die. And the minute that you enter this sector, prepare for a spawn fest. Okay. Yeah, that's intense, but quite fun at the same time. But speaking of intense, this is where this map starts to get way more difficult. So, but in order to get the next secret, jump down here on this side. But be careful, be sure that you don't wake up too many monsters. Just try to lure as few of them as possible at the time. Mostly because of these Hell Knights, and you didn't have too much space. That's why. And from here, we can find some goodies. Ah, damn it, that's a poor item placement. Not good. But that's nasty monster placement. This is Cyberdemon, right? Thank goodness he didn't shoot. I thought that, you know, he would. Alright, he is kind of aggressive, so I'm not entirely sure what should I do. And now there's the problem with the Mancubus corpse, and I don't really want to get point blank. It's tough. Maybe I should try to lure him in here? No, it doesn't work. It's not good. Well, if this is what I have to do, it's not good. Well, that was a good hit at least, but... Alright. Well, I'll take my time with this. Well, that was, well, it went nicely, after all. And I did save a ton of cells. And now, there is a switch around here. Let's use it. And these bars are now gone. But before we proceed, we will take that Megasphere. Because there's that Archvile jump, and this area as a whole is pretty damn tough, so you might want to take it really slow. And then there's this one very nasty trap coming up. And to play it safe, yeah, that went nicely. Because there are four Hell Knights. No space. If you don't know about this trap, you'll most likely die. At least on the hard skills. So far, very good. Can I get back to 200? I think I can. Yeah, that's actually quite cool. Yeah, that was, that was embarrassing. So much for that 200 then. Alright, let's use the switch again. Oh wait, I need to go back? I want to play it safe. I want to get 600. That's how we do it. Because there is plenty of BFG usage awaiting us, including these two. But that's not all. That's where the yellow key is. But first, let's kill these barons. Alright, they're dead now. And now, it's your turn to go. You don't want to go down there just yet. Because when you do, there's that Spider Mastermind. Be sure to kill that guy, because he will be a major problem later on, if you don't. And you can probably hear that. Those are Archviles, will need their services. But first, let's wake up these revenants. And there's a reason why I use that lift. Alright. And you? Would you mind? Please? Because those archviles that are about to be revealed, they would otherwise resurrect those revenants, which is not that good. Save these rockets. I think in theory you could bump the key, but I think it's too high. So maybe if it were, say, 16 or 32 units lower, I guess you could actually bump the key, in theory. But I'm fairly certain that's not possible. And speaking of those archviles, 2 of them will stay in this room with you, and 2 of them will teleport behind you. So get your BFG ready now. Right, that's one. Where's the other one? Oh. Wow. So he was able to do that. But fortunately, there is still a soul sphere. Would you mind? Alright, that's how we get the key. But that's not all. We're not out of harm's way just yet. Because with the key, there is a hidden area. It's meant to be an Easter egg. Because this map was... earlier in the history of this megawatt, it was the second secret level. Which basically means that in this case, this Easter egg was intended to be part of that level. And I just kept it when I relocated this map back to map 23. Or I relocated this level to map 23, so... But in hindsight, if I would go back in time, I would probably remove the lone enemy that's placed inside the secret. Alright. Is there any health? Oh, yeah, cells. Definitely good. Because we will need absolutely everything that we can have. And now we can finally kill that archvile now. Thank you for your services. Let me express my gratitude with some awesome pellets and all that. And then there's that soul sphere. But there are still some enemies remaining in here. 2 archviles here. And that takes care of that. But now, I think we're ready. So, here we are. And this is actually, you can see that it says Relentless Pit 2000. And this is actually a reference to one of the most infamous WATs out there, called, I think it's called wow.wat, which in which you have the Cyberdemon stranded inside the pit. And, you know, it is basically a joke. One big joke. I think you cannot even get out of that pit. But in this case, you can. there's that Cyberdemon. Oh yeah, I was able to activate the floor through the wall. And now he's dead. And yeah, this is indeed a reference about WoW.Wat, which is very infamous. I've actually played it around. I think I was playing it with Doom 95 at the time, which was a pretty cool port at the time. But those days are long gone now. But there are still some kills remaining. And the reason I didn't use the switch was because I didn't want to get those cacodemons in my face while attempting the archvile jump. And I actually forget about that pain elemental altogether. Thank you, Mr. Lost Soul. And that's the exit. But final hoarding time. I'm not entirely sure if there was anything in here, because I've been pretty consistent. Oh, actually, there are some goodies down there. So we must use this teleporter for the last time. Oh, and some shells too. Yeah, the ammo situation is way better now than it was after map 22. Oh. It's a misaligned texture. But yeah, that's map 23. It's pretty tough. And yeah, this map was indeed made in 2008, and it was intended to be a standalone map. The early areas of the map were loosely inspired from Alien Vendetta level 28. I think it's called... was it Whispering Shadows? But in any case, it was a level made by Anders Jonsson, to my understanding, because that's the guy who made most of AV's maps anyway. And I was a huge fan of his maps at the time, and all that. But yeah, this map, again, pretty slow-paced, and it's a tough map, and particularly if you want to, like, get 100% kills. But in theory, you could use the archviles and just, you know, get 100% kills that way. I think in theory it could be possible. So, but still, because the Easter egg area is not actually counted as a secret, but the reason I went there was to kill the Cyberdemon. Probably for other reasons, I think I probably could have kept it secret altogether, but yeah, that's map 23. To be honest, I was slightly worried about this map because because there are so many things that can go wrong. But it was just like I casually just thought that, okay, what if I would try recording map 23 today, and it turns out that I beat the map. So just like that. But it's just so funny that when I started recording this video, I just said briefly during the early minutes of the video that I have this good feeling, and I think it was because of that good feeling that I was able to beat the map. But yeah, I think that's all. So now it's time to move on to map 24, Miles of Metal. Yeah. As much as I hated this map back in the day, I think this map is a very refreshing, change compared to these slow-paced maps that we've been through, like crawling, like through maps 20, 22, 23, map 19 and everything. So this map is way more fast-paced, and there's plenty of action, and it can be quite tough at times. But I think with that, we're all done. The game is now saved, so next time we will take a look at map 24. So thanks for the company, and see you around.